into my corner in the cozy outdoors, as cozy as possible. I am switching things up a little bit. Each day we come out of our darkness, we come out of the shadows after we've been there for a considerable amount of time. In the darkness, we come forth into the light. What is it that we bring with us? What is it that we're transforming and transmuting each day? Each day is new. I am changing some things already. I mean, I've already changed some things, but I feel, I kind of want to switch some things up already. We'll get into that. I'll just create a little circle here. I know a lot of you probably don't realize I'm on. It's all good. Just wanted to hop on and do this. All right. So I'm going to pull light from the center of Source down into my heart and down to the center of Mother Gaia and back up to my heart and rest there for the out breath. I'll do that 3 times to keep myself tethered. Then I'll expand to my circle and then to our group circle. So we have a group circle created for our session. All right, so breathe in from Source. Down to the center of Mother Gaia. Beautiful. Now, 2 more times. Beautiful. Now expand. Let in. Expand. Let in. Blow up those bubbles. We're in our bubbles. Now we'll expand to a group bubble. We create this great space of love. Always of love. Beautiful bubble of light. With all of us in it now and after. Grand Rising, Scotty. Switching things up a little bit, doing it a little bit later. I'll explain in a second. So here we are in our group space. We can feel one another. It's safe in here. It is a space of light. All that is other than light must remain outside of this space. So we call in energies, but only those aspects and only those energies that are of the light. We call in our highest selves. This is all in alignment with your intentions, so that it's important that you make these intentions or opt out. That is up to you. So we call in our highest selves. We call in the angels and archangels, the ascended masters, and all other beings of light that are here to guard, guide, and protect us for the greatest good of all. Our ancestors, our descendants, and any beings you wish to bring in now that are of the light. I bring in Archangel Michael for protection, Archangel Raphael of love and healing. And I could bring in some others later. I'm welcome to bring in some as well. So for me, I'm just finding my own rhythm, and I hope you're finding yours as well. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing 2 sessions a day. 2 sessions a day is a lot, and it sneaks up very quickly. And I love doing it, but it also does keep me pretty tethered to time in some ways that I'm not used to. And I tend to have a rebellious streak towards too much structure or too much consistency, because I do like life to flow through a lot. So at least for now, in the earlier session, I feel like having the session a little bit later so that I can rise and I can awaken with the sunrise, and then maybe an hour or so later, we can meet. So that I'm not getting up an hour or an hour and a half before sunrise, because that's very early. And I would like for myself, I would like for me to be, be flowing with the sun cycles if possible. I feel like there's times I might do otherwise, but if I can flow with the sun cycles, that's great. But if I'm getting up so early, I'm not getting a lot of sleep. I'm going to burn out. So just figuring that out, feeling that out. I hope you're really well today, Scotty. Everybody else. Yeah. Really glad to be here today. Doing my best to flow with all the changes. I have a little prop. We were talking about it yesterday. Sometimes poop happens. But even when poop happens, sometimes there's a hidden gift in it. So just a reminder to change perspective, to back up and see things from a greater view. Because even when things are very challenging, there's always a gift. And this is a cute little thing that is actually my daughter's. So it actually has significant meaning to me, even though it's just a cheap little toy. It's a good reminder that we can get through anything. We can see it differently, and we can learn and grow through all the poop. Learn to see it differently. I'm gonna do little messages. I have the same message things that I made up that I used yesterday. Oh, it's pretty cold out here, so I'm gonna have to wear my gloves for a lot of this, but I'm gonna pull some messages. Ask for the right message for us at this time, for the collective here, for our group of light. All right. We got 4. Whew. Already I see clarity on the top. We got that. I think you got that yesterday. That's beautiful. I was expressing that I felt like you were receiving some clarity and that more clarity was to come. I feel like we are receiving more of that. That one is upright, so this is a reminder to move our bodies. It does help the energy flow. I am about to move my body, and that's probably a reminder to me, and probably a reminder that I'm receiving clarity and what is right for me in terms of how the sessions run. But moving our bodies is very important to get the energy flowing. And throughout our days, it'll warm us up, get that energy going. Moving our bodies is not outside of spiritual practice, it is part of it. Have a reminder to center in chaos. So winds of change blow around us. We need to always find our center. The more intense things get, the more we need to go within. So welcome to February. Welcome to the second month in 2025. We're 1/12 through 2025. That's pretty amazing already. I don't know how that happened. But a reminder to center. The more intense things get, the more catastrophes and incidents we hear of, the more we need to center within ourselves and ground and find that peace within, and learn how to be as a tree and to root and to blow in the breeze, regardless of what's going on. And this came up just as I was about to take a deep sigh breath. Reminder to let go and breathe and to release all that no longer serves. Really great reminders here today. To breathe in all that love, all that good, all that beauty. And to release what we no longer need. Sigh it out. Now and always. We're always moving into the new and releasing what we no longer need. That's a very beautiful and powerful reminder. So yes, as we receive our clarity and we are we're needing to move our bodies, work that energy through, and remember that we have bodies to take care of. Sometimes it's easy to forget about that and focus on other things. And then to find that center, find that ground in the middle of chaos, find that inner peace. And as we grow, to let go and release all that we no longer need. And to breathe into that. Breathe through the chaos. Breathe through our lives. That'll keep us in a more holistic place. Keep us more connected to spirit and everything. Beautiful little reminders. Alright, we're going to go through some exercises. Do some spins. We got yet more snow, which I love. It's beautiful out here. So we'll do spins 33 times clockwise. Do what feels right for you. It's a really great practice to bring to you what's meant to come to you. Actually bring clarity. Maybe not so much on a mental level, but to just re-energize. I feel the body. Yeah, and then so we'll do the 33 turns clockwise. Do the number that feels right to you, and do it at the rate that feels right to you, or do it fast. And then feel that dizziness, that floatiness, and let your eyes be soft as you allow that process to happen. And then eventually enjoy it, and eventually you'll recalibrate and come into a center balance. Let's work that together 33 times. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, 32, 33. Whew. Goodness. So Always tricky to say where I'm going to end up. Oh, my body's really needed that today. Hi, Zane. Welcome. Namaste. Oh, I've kind of done some of these practices for a while. There's been times that I haven't done them, though. Some of these things I've been doing for over 20 years, but not necessarily all the time. I've taken breaks from them, so. All right. Wake that body of ours up. Welcome to our new day. I know it's not a new day in some places. Not in Pakistan. What time are you over there, Zane? So feel free to omit some of these practices or maybe reverse them a little bit. It's my new day is your setting day. All right, so I'm just going to do some stretches. Oh, it's a little bit different always in all the gear. All right. Whew. All right, circles. Seeing if I can guess what time it is in Pakistan. Is it maybe something like 8 p.m.? I'm really curious. 6 p.m. Okay, a little bit earlier than I was going to go. 8, 7. I don't always know how it lines up. Perfect. 6 p.m. Beautiful. You seem very passionate with breath work. You're inspiring me to do it. Beautiful. Breath work is powerful. Sunset. Oh, cool. Yeah, we have sunset at 5:20 right now. Where I am, we have daylight savings, so that kind of changes things. I'm gonna do some hip circles. Feels good, especially if you're working through a lot of trauma, which I have been, so definitely things get stored in there. Things get stiff. All right, some arm circles, which really help wake the body up. You can do them calmer, Zane. Since you're on the other side. There's always another side, isn't there? Two sides of the same coin. Kinda. All right, let's see. What else we got? I'm going to do some... so we'll warm up the chakras. You can do them reverse order if you want, Zane. I don't really know how to do that in the practice so well, but I'm going to start from the bottom. It wouldn't be so harmful or anything to do them this way, but you can do a reverse direction if you feel called. So I'm going to start on earth and root, sacral, work through the body, and then some chakras up above as well. So I'm going to bend my knees, put my arms up in a power pose, and just breathe through each chakra. All right. So earth, root, sacral, solar, heart, throat, third eye, crown, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, good. Beautiful. All right, so we'll do a couple little exercises.
just to help out. So we'll breathe in, with our hands over our eyes, out to the temples, and drag your hands hard so that you're feeling you're actually touching those places, like you're activating here. So in behind the ears and down to the heart. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Across the belt, so belly button, 2, 3 on each side, and down the leg. So in, I think that was 3 on each. Find the belly button level in the back. Realizing this is helpful, really helpful for me right now. On each side of the spine, and press along as you pull forward. So good. And we'll zip our energy up. So we'll start at the lowest, at the root chakra, and up to the throat, but then keep your hands going up and over. Just a little awakening. Ready? Here we go. Beautiful. Awesome. Let's send some love out to everyone. So from wherever we are, we'll send out love from where we are. And as we get to bigger and bigger groups, we'll actually be sending that love out in amplified amounts as we join forces. Um, so some of us live in the same province or state or territory or country or territory or country or continent or hemisphere. And some of us live in a different one. So a lot of us live here in North America. Um, some of us live in Europe. Some of us live in the southern hemisphere on the other side of the world. So this is so that once we get to the point of Earth, then we will be breathing together. And some of us will be joining before that. So it's really beautiful. I'm just taking a look. Chris, welcome. Nice to see you here. Oh, it absolutely does affect your chakras when you move your body. So important. So important, Zane. Helps the energy move. Stagnated energy. Um, our bodies can stagnate just like any other space can stagnate. Keeping things moving is very important. Um, Hi, Millie. Nice to see ya. Zane's been checking out your shorts. That's beautiful. Millie's awesome. Okay, so we're going to send out some love to bigger and bigger places. And as it gets to the really bigger places, oftentimes we're melting into that love that exists as well as giving that love. Then once we get to all, like we're just in that love, we are that love, kind of the realization of ourselves at the same time as giving it. So we're giving it and then we're also becoming it. All right, so we're going to breathe in. Oh, maybe not continue the tether again. Maybe we'll just breathe into our hearts and we'll expand to our bubble and a bigger bubble and we'll go on. All right, so here we go. Into our hearts. Into a bubble. Bigger bubble. our yard or small part of property with our house. Bigger property. Love in, expand. A bigger area. Love in, expand. Love in, expand that love. Our village, town, or city. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. Our county. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. A province or state or territory. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. Love in, love to this area. Country. Love in, love to our country. Love in to our country and all the people and everything here. Love in, expand. Continent. For me, it's North America. Love in, expand. And I feel forces joining. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. We'll do northern and southern hemispheres. I'm in northern. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. Our earth and Mother Gaia. So we're joining forces completely now. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. As one, love in, expand. Oh, soul and solar system. Our connection with solar system. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. Galaxy. Love in, expand to the galaxy. Love in, expand. Love in, expand. Universe. Love in, expand. Universe. Multiverse. Cosmos. All that is. Melt into that love. We're a part of it. We are it. So without, so within. All that is. In love and light. Oh, in love and light. In love and light. So it is. And so it is. So it is. Beautiful. Beautiful, wonderful, delicious. Ah, beautiful, Zane. Subscribe to Millie. That's wonderful. Yeah. Millie is a really great friend, really great community member. It's a good place to be with Millie. Just posted a Saint Germain post. Oh, cool. I'm going to check that out, Millie. Yeah, totally check out Millie's channel. I haven't figured out how to make people mods yet or whatever. So I will work on that. You have 8:08. It's 9:13 here right now. Saint Germain is happy. Okay, I will check it. I resonate with Violet Flame. Found it just last year in November. Ah, beautiful. The Violet Flame is awesome. You would love Josh. Yeah, he channels many, but primarily Saint Germain. Yeah, Zane. I'm just thinking time wise, what time of day that would be for you. So if it's 6 o'clock, so you have a 9 hour time difference. Yeah, so he is at 11:33. What is that? So at uh, 11, so 8:33 p.m. I believe it would be at 8:33 p.m. for you. Um, in the evening, 8:33 in the evening. Josh does. Uh, he has a channel running from Monday to Friday. Uh, so a lot of us love to go to Josh's channel. Josh's channel is awesome, and I started out with John Binney, and then who is also awesome, John Binney, and then went to Josh. And there's a very, very amazing community over there. Wonderful people. Oh, somebody has cacao. Beautiful. Delicious. Oh, could I have some? Tanya, welcome. I was looking for a podcast for my walk, and then I saw you. Good day, Tanya. What a beautiful day. I have the tiniest little hail bits coming down right now. Uh, welcome. What a beautiful way to start a day with a walk. I love getting out kind of first thing. I've kind of been using, like, this has been kind of part of my thing, first thing, which I love. Gets me outside too. You slept in today, Chris? I would have missed this, but Hazel told me it was time to get up. Ah, Hazel. Beautiful. It's sunny and beautiful here. Awesome. Here it is overcast and snow hailing a little bit. I am going to go into town really soon. So I haven't been into town for a while, so that'll be really nice. Just for a little trip with a neighbor and a friend who lives here. So that'll be nice. Yeah, I hope everybody is well. I'm breathing through all my changes, and I hope that you guys are all navigating all this change well, and you're staying grounded in it, and you're doing all right. You're anchoring that light, and you're also anchoring yourselves so that you can blow in the wind. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do anything more at this point. Oh, I did have a little bit of messages, little reminder to this little figure thing is my daughter's. Just a reminder to not let the poop stop you, even if you step in it. That sometimes there's a treasure inside that experience. Sometimes there's different ways of looking at it, even if it seems devastating or challenging. So just a reminder. Yeah, so let me see. I feel I'm still working through throat chakra things. So that's for me. I really wish you all lots of love today in your days. The healing that you need, may you receive that. May you bring that in. May you let your guard down so that you can bring that healing in and you may realize your fullness, your wholeness. Oh, may you flow with life magnificently today. Mm, I'm reminded of my dad. My dad is a pastor and prays a lot with his hands uh, as part of how he was taught, really. But he uses his hands a lot, and he definitely puts his hands over things in prayer, and he puts his hands on up, up to people, and I growing up, he would give us blessings by putting his hand on our head when we came up for communion before we were receiving communion. Our hands are important. Um, what we do with our hands is important, and the intention we put into everything is important. We are vessels of light, and may we live as closely with spirit as possible. May we go to deeper and deeper levels and deeper expansion, letting what we no longer need pass through us and away from us. Let us release the old as we come into the new. Let us come into the new and release the old. Ah, wonderful. So yeah, I may be doing it a little bit later to now. I may do it a little later in the first part of the day because I feel it may be best for me to get up with the sun and not be getting up an hour or an hour and a half before the sun. For me, that may be a more harmonious flow. To get up when it's dark and cold um, is maybe not my favorite. Once I'm up, it's okay, but I feel it might be a nicer flow for me to get up with the sun and then maybe do my live like an hour or so later. And then um, and then later, I'm still playing with it. I don't know what the time is going to be. So just changes, flowing with it, feeling it out. There's going to be lots of changes. I am actually very used to change in my life. I'm actually so used to change and just being navigating what is that it's been more challenging for me to create exactly what it is I want because I'm so good at actually just allowing what is and finding the gifts in it. um, that actually determining what it is that I want and going for that has been more of a challenge for me because I'm pretty good at making peace with any situation. Um, Even being in jail, which I was for standing up for my kids, for protecting them. Um, I meditated and prayed and had dance parties and sang to myself and was smiling a lot. And kind of threw them. This is an insight I'll share right now. Some of us are prisoners by force. Those that are in jail are taken by force, whether they did something or not, whether it feels like anybody has a right to do that or not. They have been imprisoned by force, but the guards in a jail are imprisoned in the same way by choice. And what I discovered very deeply by being in there, and it's a whole other world in there, what I discovered is that the guards imprisoned themselves just as much as us, the rest, those who were taken by force to be there. Um, and being in there, I would hear them talk about how horrible it was and how they hated it there. And that really seeped into every part of their being. Um, Most of the time, uh, they were very, there was a lot of grumpiness in there. Um, and I really admired those that were able to hold their light still and still be there for others. I had a favorite guard. She was really wonderful. I forget her name right now. Um, but to hold your energy in a space like that, to hold your own peace and to still emanate your light in a space that is like that, so oppressive and so it almost exists in a place separate from nature. The particular isolation room that I was in, there were no windows and it was fluorescent lighting. So um, we had no way to know the time of day by the light outside. And I was in there all but maybe 5 or 10 minutes of the 6 days I was there. It was only 6 days, but it was long enough and it felt like months. I occasionally got phone calls. I was occasionally allowed to use the phone. And I fasted for a week, so I wasn't eating food. And there, honestly, the time went very, very slowly. I could get into that experience more at other times, but it was a very interesting experience. Um, and there's definitely a lot of people in jail that are not um, really meant to be there. That maybe don't need to be there. Anyway, so feeling it out. 5:21. On a Saturday. Scotty on a Saturday. I don't know what you're talking about on a Saturday. But yeah, I'm going to go out and travel into town today. And I wish you all well in your days and your travels. And I have to get myself some coffee before I leave. So we're leaving in like half an hour. So I got to get myself going. But it just went down. Yeah, I'm going with it, Millie. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream and I'm going to maybe not. I probably, yeah, I imagine I won't be here for uh, Truth Wave or Good Dawning actually because I'm going into town. But I'll see y'all somewhere maybe later on. Just figuring it all out. Yeah. All right. I love you all. I hope you have an amazing day. And we're all together in spirit. Oh, yes. Also, let's, we're going to shut down this bubble and we'll release this bubble to spirit. And we can retain as much of that connection as feels right to us. We can keep our guides and our highest self and all of our loving beings with us to the extent that feels right for us. I do like to keep mine with me. Um, we'll just pull back our energy into our own space a little bit to the extent that feels right. We can still maintain connection if it feels good for us, but just to bring back as much of our own life force as possible so we can work with the fullest basket of light, right? The fullest light and work more in our power. So, yes, love you all. Let's go get our coffees and go get ourselves going and go shine our light on the world. All right. Love you all. Mwah.